says I'm on. Am I on? Anybody? Hello? Anybody there?
Just hanging out.
What?
Hanging out.
Is that you guys? I don't know.
Hanging out with RiffTrax.
It says I'm on.
Having ourselves a Zoom thing.
Can you hear? I can't hear you. What are you?
Just hanging out.
Can you?
Hanging out.
Can you see my icon or anything?
Hanging out with RiffTrax.
I don't know.
Having ourselves a Zoom
I'll
thing.
log off and log back on again.
Just get online and come hang out with RiffTrax.
Okay, finally. I'll tell you. Hi, everybody. Hello.
Am I the first one here?
Huh? Wait a minute.
Am I late for the party?
Here we are. Everything works.
This thing on?
Stunning that everything worked.
Well,
Hello,
we're making
everybody.
a big assution that everything is
Yeah,
working.
we'll see.
We have no idea.
Yeah, maybe people are watching.
Yeah.
We're just
YouTube
going
is
to
on
pretend that
fire.
we're not just doing this for ourselves right now. How does that sound? So say hello, everybody. Welcome to this very special Hanging Out with RiffTrax.
Very,
And
very
if-
special. You're going to learn some lessons about life and about treating other kids nicely.
That's right.
We pity the fool who doesn't do that. In fact.
That's right.
As long as my pillow talks to me.
Reggie.
And we have a,
Connor.
we have a lot of
Hello,
new people
hello.
here, I understand, who aren't normally on these things. So welcome all of you who have never been here before. We're glad to have you.
Kevin,
Wait till you
are
see the
under
magic.
you're
Wait till you
under
see
a-
the magic
A
unspool.
pompous? What do you call that?
This is Palapa.
Palapa, yeah. I knew it
Yes.
was something P. Yeah,
Yes.
some P thing.
I'm in Minnesota, of course, as you can tell from the background.
Yeah,
Very
that's a
tropical
nice-
state. People don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're having a thaw, so that's what's going on here.
It's a nice
Yeah.
fake background. Yeah, to make people think you can go to places like
Kevin's
that.
virtual
Yeah.
lanai.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He's gonna get a
Yes.
fake Mai Tai brought to him any second now. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, Kevin,
we got.
Kevin, where are you though? Really?
I am in Zihuatanejo, Mexico. Actually, a little bit farther out of town. You know, where Andy Dufresne is next door. He's building boats right now.
Man, he's been on that for like 30 years.
Yeah, he's
Don't
he's
get in
looking
that
a little
boat with
gray.
him. That thing
He's
is
looking
not going
grayer
to be
than me.
seaworthy.
So what are we
Indeed.
going to do today, guys?
Gee, I don't know. We should pick a subject.
How about the subject is answering questions
About
about
Peloponnesian War.
Peloponnesian
yes.
War.
That I know a lot about.
My first question is, what is that? Is
The old PW, as I call it.
Let's talk about the hot gates to get us going, huh? Yes. Yes, we're talking about Mystery Science Theater.
yeah, that.
right.
Crying out
Holy
loud.
goodness.
Remember that thing? Yes.
And we have gathered unto us a lot of the questions that have appeared in the Kickstarter, right? Is that where we got
Yes,
it from, or did
yes.
we just like ask people in the street?
I just tackled a person and said, "Ask me a question," and then they were like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Who
I'm
are you?
calling
You're
the
a madman."
police.
I went
just
to
sliced the
jail for a
ham.
long time, but then I at least got a couple questions out of them.
That is question number 7, Mike. What the hell is happening? Who are you? You're a madman. I can see. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you stabbing me was the question that they first said, but I omitted that because it's like, look, what do you mean, why?
So, Kevin, you seem to be at least the warmest of us right now, and
I
the
am.
most relaxed. So
Yes.
why don't you host and read questions? Because I don't want to do
Okay.
anything. I'm on my lazy, winter energy.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Well, I'm going to start out with one that's centered on you and me, Bill.
No.
The question is for Kevin and Bill. How long did it take you to get the hang of the puppets after so long?
I
Uh,
don't have the hang.
no, here's the thing. When I saw Bill pick up Crow, and immediately there was Crow.
Drop him, I think, was the first thing I did. Oh, it's heavy.
And especially when we got to the studio and were recording the video for the Kickstarter campaign, when we were standing flanking Mike with our puppets in hand, while we're rehearsing, I said, "Doggone it, this feels like 1999 all over again."
And I started singing the Prince hit, and everybody started dancing.
We all started
Great.
partying. like it was
Then
1999.
we did a couple of replacement songs. We really felt the 90s in Minnesota again. So I don't know if this question was about, about After So Long. So, yeah, it was kind of like that moment in the Sweeney Todd musical when he picks up his shears for the first time. At last, my arm is complete again. Only it was a giant, heavy puppet.
That's right.
It was really fun. You know, this was a puppet. I'm not going to say too much about it, but this was a crow that just had slight differences than where I left off mechanically, but it had the same basic ballast and weight. So I think I was only 50% there, but luckily it was a pretty short video. It was also, we were kind of in a different relationship to Mike's flanks or loins, whichever you want to, than we usually
Flanks.
are.
Loins.
Withers.
Flanks, loins. Withers.
Withers.
Thank you.
Withers. That's a new one on me.
So it was a little bit more of a stretch, but again, it was a very short video, so you know, it wasn't a big deal. It was really fun though.
Well, I was very fortunate that I got to use our prep diva Bees McKeever's servo that she's been using for many years to dress servo, and was in good enough shape.
Just
that
in
I
her
could,
spare time, just for fun.
It's a hobby.
Apple head doll.
Her own personal servo.
Servo, reach out, touch Tom. No, and it was very much one of the servos from the old show.
Yeah.
And so I felt right at home. Put my hand up his keister.
All right.
How hard, like how long can you do that at once? Like how often do you have to take a break so you don't end up like one of those yogis that hasn't put their arm down in 15 years?
I tell you what, Connor, I have started weight training for this, strength training, and
So not very long at all.
I'm getting.
Kevin's
I'm
frank answer.
starting. I'm starting with a trainer, and I'm saying this is what I have to do. I have to do this for like a half an hour at a time over the course of a 10-hour day. So that's what I need to train
what
for.
this is about. This is
Yes.
I'm incredibly strong naturally, so it's not a problem for me. Now, I will say that a lot of the weight, like ideally a lot of the weight of Crow, I'll just speak for my guy, is taken by whatever desk, we're kind of using, basically the bridge of the SOL. And so he can lean a little bit. Where it got difficult back in the day is when we did shots that were a little bit, use like the jib arm of the camera that kind of moved with it, like in the cheese factory thing. And where I am literally just holding him out like this. And then it just kind of feels like an endurance test that I fail.
I think you were sitting on the floor at that point too, holding the puppet over your head.
Yeah, and it's like, there's only so many ways that I was quite a bit younger then, so we're gonna avoid those situations.
Bill, show us a gun show. Give us a gun show. Come on, gun show, Bill.
You
Gun
were
show.
so much younger then.
I should say that once I was literally laying on the sidewalk of New York City outside of New York Madison Square Garden trying to do Crow, and I was incredibly hungover. And it was just a shit show in all kinds of ways. So like trying not to do a geyser of puke on myself.
New York One live.
It was for a live morning show
One of
in
my
New York.
favorite memories of all time.
What's
New
that?
York One live.
Truly
Millions
one
of
of my
New
favorite
Yorkers were
memories of all time. I've never laughed as hard as I did.
It's true. The first thing that came out of Crow's mouth was,
Good morning.
Hey,
And
Crow
I
is
have
here,
my back
everyone.
on a shitty New York sidewalk. It was great. The romance of TV.
yes, the
Here's my
glamour.
question.
It was all self-inflicted, honestly.
Yes.
So
Kevin, you probably know this. Is there a puppeting Hall of Fame, and can we like set up a campaign to get you guys? There has to be something like that, right?
You know, there probably is. I know that there's a ventriloquial figure Hall of Fame, but I don't know if there's a puppet Hall of Fame. Because ventriloquial figures are not.
Hugo
They're
is
like
in
the-
that.
They're like the scabaceous lepers of the puppet world.
They give
Nobody
him-
wants to deal with
They
them.
give him tributes of ham every day.
You go. Yes. Why can't I have ham?
Well, I do know that the bots themselves, or a version of the bots, are in the Smithsonian.
Oh,
They're
wow.
not.
That's right.
They're not. It's not about any one of us who operated them. It's just
And
dumb.
that's why their funding has been pulled.
Right.
That was the
Remember-
last straw.
The Smithsonian is very, very large. Please remember that.
Yeah.
We gotta bust into the Smithsonian and heist those puppets, is what I'm
That's
hearing.
right.
We need the Smithsonian. Tom
Crow,
and Crow.
Crow
for-
just sits in Archie Bunker's chair all the time, which is also in there.
Okay, here's another fun question because it involves all of us. Will there be writers from the Sci-Fi era involved besides Mike, Kevin, and Bill? There will not, but there will be writers from the RiffTrax era involved with this, including our own Connor Lastoka and Sean Thomason right here.
Who are
Hey,
they
that's
now?
us.
Oh,
That's right.
those guys.
Oh, they're here. Right. Yeah.
Oh,
So you
we're
guys have
right
already-
behind you.
You guys have already started writing the movies now, and instead of writing them for Mike, Bill, and Kevin, you're writing them for Mike, Servo, and Crow. What kind of differences have you noticed as you do it?
Way more sex. I've just got you spewing so much filth and
Good,
Whoa.
good.
No, the first thing we
Go ahead,
talked about
guys.
this a bit. Sorry, it's retraining your fingers not to type Kevin and Bill every time, and to type Servo and Crow is the first step. After all these years of scripting RiffTrax, but yeah,
Which
I
is
don't know. It's also just go ahead.
Already introduced a major error where we were reviewing the script for Death Sport, and Zach Schatzer and Jason Miller are also writing these. And Zach had a line that when I went through at the end, because I was just saying Kevin, Bill, and then finding replacing, and there was a line that was like, "He is a man with a hated name," and Zach's line was like, "Yeah, like Crow Belichick." And we were like, "What the hell is going on?"
What
And it was
does
like,
Very meta. Like, what is he going for
went through
here?
at the end and it just
What
find
does that
replace Bill
mean?
with Crow, and it did the Bill Belichick line as well.
Oh my god.
Crow dating a much younger woman? Has he started ripping his sweatshirt open at the neck for some reason?
That's so weird. I had like at least one Bill Belichick joke in one of the other movies not yet announced that I wrote. So we're on a Belichick run.
Fun.
Yeah, maybe.
Bro Belichick.
I was like walking around today and I was like, Jordan Baker, Joe Don Baker, Crow is Bill Belichick, Joe Don Baker. There's something there. There's something
This is
there.
I said this at a RiffTrax meeting. This is a weird search and replace. This is sort of a translation thing where there was an article about RiffTrax that got into I think it was a Japanese paper and then get retranslated somehow. So it was Michael J. Nelson, Kevin W. Murphy, and Invoice Corbett. It's like just literally Bill Invoice. My children called me Invoice for about a year after that. They thought
Invoice.
it was
Is that
hilarious.
yes.
It's like an old hobo singer or something.
Well, that will come up again.
Boxcar Willie and Invoice Corbett on the road again.
That's right. That's
Two of
right.
our finest lizard people. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been there's just a little few different things that maybe a robot would not know, and that they'd have to talk to Mike about. And they've never had a wedding night. They've never. You've got to.
They have,
Mike has to
though,
be the one
with each
now
other.
that's passing out drunk on little league fields and stuff, because it can't be those other two. So
Right. But we don't have Mike referencing his wife anymore. He has to be, more of a loser. He has to.
That's true.
Mike's
yes,
fake
that's
life
right.
has to be totally different.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. That's right. How about this? Oh, go ahead, Mike.
I was just going to say, I enjoyed the fact that, like, we're going to have one of the people we're going to have back, Patrick Bransig, one of our favorite guys. And I just remember we dragooned him to be in the show as, like, one of the guys who worked with at a cheese factory.
Yes.
And for some reason, it stuck in my mind. Like, he bought a shirt from a, like, rag stock or something, just, a secondhand store. And it had a badge on it, and the name on his was Lax.
Yes.
And he sat there like eating sunflower seeds. I was just like, why don't you just sit there and just like be nonplussed? And then he had a bad little lax thing. For whatever reason, that made me laugh so hard that Patrick just sitting there eating sunflower seeds, kicked back on a chair, and his name was Lax.
He's the greatest at just deadpan Midwestern energy. I remember he was in the Roman Times thing, and we gave him a line about Bobo being the great Visigoth warrior,
Yes.
And the line was, some say he has the power of Zeus himself or something. And it opened, and Patrick's like, some says he has the power of Zeus himself.
It was so dead. It was so dead. It was perfect.
Anyway, happy to be back with.
Yeah.
And Mary
Patrick
Joe's reaction to him there, she looks for a moment and says, "Excuse me, I have to go over there now." Yeah, that was fun then. We're never going to
remember when we were
reach those
funny?
heights again.
Yeah, remember
That's
that?
right.
That's a long
That's
time
all
ago.
over.
Yep.
I know what. So, question here: what goes into picking a movie for MST versus RiffTrax? I'll start it rolling. Fewer boobs for one.
All right.
Yeah, only one.
There
Women
will
are
be
only allowed to have one boob.
Boobs down, dongs up. That's what we're doing.
no.
Wait a minute.
We're going full heated rivalry. Oh,
Well, MST has always been mostly family friendly, and so there is that part of it. And no, the kind of movies that we like they're super corny and they're sort of genre for the most part. I think that's made sense for us. So that's the kind of things that we're going to see. That corny rubber monster movie. Hopefully, maybe don't know yet. A robot apocalypse sort of movie. What's the one that we've already announced?
Carradine.
Guys, help me out here.
that's
right.
Yeah.
Loincloth movies.
Apocalyptic post. You know what I'm talking about. David Carradine in the loincloth with a sword.
Filmed somewhere in the
It's my
deserts
least
around
favorite
San
version of
Bernardino.
Clue.
That's RiffTrax, or that's Mystery Science Theater fodder right there.
Yeah, and I think I agree with what Kevin says. It's generally more genre, a little cleaner. Like we do a lot of stuff with RiffTrax, and so we can have a wider berth. Just there's more movies coming out, and
Yes.
I don't know. It just feels like they have to be a little more targeted for MST3K, and fit a world with puppets somehow.
You're saying no Twilight is what you're saying, and I.
Yes!
That's right.
That makes
Unfortunately,
sense. Yes, that makes sense. Okay.
Bill, will you keep your beard as Brain Guy and Caesar Romero it like he did in the Joker and
I
Batman?
am not going to Caesar Romero. I'm going to shave it off.
All right.
That would be horrible.
Weird.
It's white, it's pretty white already.
That's right.
But I just think it would look hideous. And my beard grows in about a day. It's a blessing and a curse. I can't get that going on the top of my head anymore, but it's all moved down there, and it's incredibly fertile, apparently. So
Well, we're gonna have.
Go ahead.
We're going to have Chris Ballas doing the makeup, the fellow who did the original Bobo mask and also did the amazingly painful makeup for Mike when he played Jack Perkins.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to be putty in his hands, see what kind of looks he's going to do, just update things or change things a little bit. It should be
How
fun.
long is that Bobo thing take to get on? Is that like
Yeah,
one of
it was
those
wondering.
full-
It's a whole process because he has to do a brand new casting. First, he does a face cast. So my whole face will be encased in like latex, except for a little breathing tube for my nose.
Yep.
And
done that. Mm-hmm.
yeah. And then he makes the appliances on top. He makes like a death mask of my face, except I'm still alive. And then he starts carving the appliances, and he's going to use, the images of the old Bobo and the few pieces that he has left of the old Bobo to try to recreate it as best he can. Is he going to age Bobo a little bit? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the idea that the only one who's aged in all of this is Mike.
Just a really.
A really funny quick story about the Jack Perkins makeup. I was, I don't know, I was in my 20s, maybe 30 at the time that I did it. And I would go into makeup at 5 a.m. And so I'd get out at 8 and there would be a guy setting up, and it was this young dude. And I started talking to him, and I was like, hey, man, when this is all over, we should hang out. And he only saw me as Jack Perkins for like 6 months or something. And then at the end, I was like, hey, I'll meet you afterwards. We'll have a beer or something. And I peeled off my makeup and I came down. I was like, so you want to play tennis or something? He's like, Yeah, I don't think so, man. Just like,
He was
I
hoping
thought
for some old dude with big
yeah,
teeth.
I thought I
Yeah.
was friends with a 63-year-old, and this is just odd, man. This is just-
We've been hitting the early bird specials at Denny's together. What? Not tennis.
his look. I thought you were gonna get me into the free meals and stuff. Gonna work out.
All right. Do you guys have the questions in front of you? Because someone else. can
Yeah,
ask
I'd
a-
like to ask
Okay.
you guys this. What would be your favorite moment from working on MST3K in the past?
Oh wow,
Favorite moment. Wow.
that's
I mean,
hard.
can I just say, this is just knee jerk. I always enjoyed the fires that occurred, and we had a lot of those. Puppets bursting on fire, and then he's going to be working with us again. Jeff Stonehouse is our director of photography and a great cameraman. He liked to light things on fire.
He did.
And he would always be like, no, he's just the most unassuming, great guy. But he was just like,
Yeah.
well, I'll just start a little fire over here. And then the fire would grow, and it'd be like, no, it's fine. It's fine.
There's
As part
no
of the
need for a
production?
fire in this scene.
It's like a wooden
Just for fun?
studio. No, it's good. We'll put it out later. No, it's fine. So fires would be my favorite moment.
Fires are good. Yes. I don't know. The
Kevin?
songs always delighted me because we
man.
always had fun with the songs. And there were so many. I can't pick one in particular, but whenever we got the chance to have playback of Mike doing the music and we all get to sing some absolute silliness, it was always great fun.
I agree, Kevin, and I'm sort of impressed with us in retrospect. Thinking about doing it again, that we actually were like puppeting and singing at the same time, and
Yeah.
mostly managing to make it work. And if the takes got blown, there was usually something, like Crow's eyes falling out or something. It wasn't because of a performance. So
Yeah.
we were great then. Again, my point, and don't expect the same.
Get that Puppet Hall of Fame submission going.
Boy,
One
Well,
of
I
my,
think of-
sorry, go ahead.
I think of the process, we would pitch ideas for sketches and songs in the morning, and then we would have lunch, and then we come back in like a couple hours. Mike could come back with pretty much a finished song. It always blew me away.
Absolutely one of my favorite, just for the level of skill and reference, is Pearl, Bobo, and Brain Guy. When Brain Guy was about to leave, and it was like this mini operetta. It was like
Yes.
Gilbert and Sullivan, and Mike whipped
Yes.
that up in such a short amount of time. And it was a blast to do.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments, I don't know why it struck me so funny all the time, was coming back as Crankor, and just all the guys being happy to see Crankor, and him getting a little bit sentimental about it because
It was,
and they're just like an awkward hug. And
Yeah, that is one of my favorite movies.
I remember it was because the movie was so horrible, and I think it was Invasion of the Neptune Men.
it's exactly the one with the Hitler building.
Yes. And it was such an awful film that when Crankor showed up, it was like an angel had descended from heaven for us.
Yeah, and we had hated the Crankar movie so much, but it was like,
Yeah.
in comparison.
And it was the same. We had him in the Prince of Space one, and he just
Right.
came back
Yes.
to the bridge for the hell of it. And they were like, "Hey, man, good to see you."
And Crankor ends up sharing emotions and weeping on the set, which is delightful. Absolutely.
We won't come close to that in this.
No way.
No, oh God, no.
So but no, it sounds like we need to do a song that's on fire. Maybe Crankor's on fire, and just bring it all together in one sketch.
Light Crankar on fire.
Crankor singing
sing,
"I'm
yeah.
on Fire" by Springsteen.
I don't
go.
remember how we got there, but we had a song where Mike was playing the guitar and talking about how sad he was, and Crow
yeah.
kept on chiming in that they had started a fire somewhere, and Mike was oblivious to it. He just kept singing the song, and
All
just
right,
open
fires.
flames behind Crow. It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Wonderful
fires.
stuff.
The Stonehouse touch.
We could bring back the prank of the hot foot. That could be just a way to keep things everyone on their toes. You know, the prank where you light someone's foot.
Who
shoot on
doesn't?
fire.
That's right.
How
yes.
funny.
That.
They were always
Everyone
giving each
loves
other
it.
those in Warner Brothers cartoons, and I remember asking my dad once, like, "What? Do you remember Hotfoot?" And he said, "Not really, but I think you basically like lit a match on somebody's foot." And I said, "Then the like it set their foot on fire, and he went, "I guess so."
Gotcha.
Therefore, laughter.
Wow.
Baseball dugouts, I think they persisted maybe into the 90s. but
Probably.
that's the only
Yeah.
place.
Yep. All right. What else? What else can I tell you about it?
Happy to be here.
Yeah. Don't date much. Big surprise. Let's see. We did that one. I don't want to do that one. It's of all the actors you've seen on screen between MST3K and RiffTrax, which one would you want to ask? Why are you in this?
Oh
That's a good
man,
question. Of all the actors, I mean, we have our favorites. Well, here's the one I don't. I'm not a big fan of John Agar. Can I say that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
get out of town.
I don't think you're on the record about that at all.
It's just something about him. Like, was there a time?
Is
where there
it
was a
this,
guy,
Mike?
like,
Is it this?
there's a guy called John Agar, and he could just be in movies, and it would be like, hey, we need a guy to be in this movie. There you go.
He's just a regular guy.
Why him? I don't know.
I always loved it when you'd find in a few of our movies like a legendary actor taking a really crummy role, like Donald Pleasance.
Yeah,
In
in Seppi
Puma
Mayhem.
Man?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
How about the real one where you just had to look over at her and be like, Cynthia Rothrock, why are you in Santa's summer house?
Yeah.
You're not kicking anybody.
You're not kicking anyone.
You're Mrs. Santa.
Well, the funny part of that movie is that there were other martial arts stars in that too. It was a very weird
That's right.
casting, like that Australian guy. A couple of them were, and I can't remember his name, but he's in the Bob Odenkirk Nobody movies, and he was in the.
Oh yeah, the fight trainer, right?
Yeah, and he was in one of our movies that I am blanking on totally.
Yeah. Something about
War.
dinosaurs,
Future War.
right? Future War, yes.
Yep.
Have future or death in it in any way? Or?
I remember it had a foreground rubber dinosaur, and it was definitely
and he was
a hand
like
puppet.
fighting it with karate.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We'll never reach those heights again. No way.
No, oh no, oh God, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
With speaking of war movies in the RiffTrax era, when I just remembered Robert Forster being in Dragon War D War
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow.
as like the wise guy, the older sensei type
know.
guy who knew about Korean lore for some reason. Hey, I'm Robert Forster. You got to know about the evil Umagi and the good Debayagi, or whatever it's called.
That's right. That's right. Who was
We were,
the
by
actor
the
who
way,
was?
we were fascinated that Robert Forster, who we've done, I don't know, 3 or 4 movies over many, many years, that he was in, or that he's from, not from Chicago, but he's from New York or something. I think all of us were like,
Yes.
wait a minute. Hey, I'm Robert Forster. I'm from Chicago. You know, like, he's not at all from
That guy should have an Italian beef in one hand and
Yes,
a
he should be eating a
Vienna
sausage.
dog in the other at every
Yeah.
moment.
And all of a sudden he's from, I'm actually from Vienna. It's very weird. But,
Oh, another one. Quest of the Delta Knights with David Warner in it.
Oh yes, yep.
Yes.
Well,
And
and then
Rick-
David Warner again in a really bad South African movie when we were on that streak of South African movies for
Oh
RiffTrax.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
The unicorn,
Yeah.
the unicorn
Unicorn?
movie.
The
Yeah.
Littlest Unicorn or
Little,
something.
yeah.
It's like David,
Wow.
please.
Richard Kind was in Quest of the Delta Knights. I don't remember him in
Whoa.
that.
It's very weird. It's sort of before I knew who he was, except like a generic guy, and that was not a very old movie when we riffed it. But Richard
No.
Kind was playing a wizard of some kind, and he was,
That's right. Yes.
"What are you doing in this?" With Olivia Hussey and
ooh.
That's right.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Wasn't she just in one we just did? I mean,
Yeah,
that was
she
one
just
where,
showed
what
up.
the hell are you doing in
She
this?
was.
he was Juliet
Yep.
in that Zeffirelli
Guys,
Romeo and
she
Juliet.
just died.
She
You are
was.
so
Just
cruel.
died.
You guys
Oh,
Of
go to hell,
shame.
2026.
You are terrible.
God.
All right. All right.
Well,
What else do
there
we
you
have?
go.
What else we have?
I liked that this question
There it
made it
is.
onto our list. It sounds like one that's planted when you get the questions ahead of time at a debate. How do you manage to keep your riffs so fresh and funny after doing so many of them?
Oh, that's so nice of you to ask.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm glad you think we do. That's about all I can say.
Stare at them for a long time and reject the first 20 things that
Yeah.
come to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
You know,
pretty much it.
Mike said this recently in our interview, but it really is like a form of technical writing, and it like the fresh part maybe has to do with the fact that we kind of know how to find the places in the movie after all these years. And I think we also have the patience or the masochism, I'm not sure which, to actually find a funny thing and not just go knee jerk with the first reaction. Although sometimes that is the funniest, but it's often not.
right.
So it is a long distance kind of writing. Not long, like it's a marathon is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think sometimes it's like trying to surprise each other is a way to stay fresh. Like if we can surprise each other, then hopefully we're surprising the audience, and
that's a good way to
that's
put it.
hard to do. Yeah.
Yep, I agree. Yeah.
Well,
if you
and the
can
writing
make
team
the
that
other
we've
people
assembled.
laugh.
Yeah, they're also the writing team that we've assembled especially in the past 2 years is so good that I always, I see the first version of the script before we rehearse, and I think, yeah, this is wonderful. It's
Print.
always something fresh and new in there. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, with that extremely complimentary question, let's
Aren't
not
we
push
great?
our luck.
Yes.
Your Kickstarter has
Well,
the
just,
momentum of a
and-
runaway freight train.
Yeah.
Before we go, in case nobody knows it, Mary Jo Pehl will be coming back in the role of Pearl, and we are going to have special guest stars. Frank Conniff and Trace Beaulieu are going to reprise their roles as Dr. F and TV's Frank, and we're very excited about this.
Yes.
Rudy will
Rudy.
not be guest starring, but he's
Another
wanting
guest
to
star.
come into the room. So, say
Whoa.
Rudy. There we go.
Is there
Hi,
any
Rudy.
way we can animate Rudy's mouth to make? Is Rudy a boy or girl? I'm sorry.
A boy dog.
Okay.
He's all man, Mike.
To make him say something
right.
about Taco Bell. Is there any way we can do
You
that?
know, Taco Bell.
Rocco
14 years
Rell.
old. He doesn't know what's even going on anymore.
Oh. My dog
Sweet
got
guy.
skunked this morning, so he's not invited into any studios
Ooh,
anytime
that's
soon.
rough.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The-
bummer.
Is it- wait-
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. It's good that Zoom does not carry scent, or you guys would be enjoying a bit of skunkiness right now.
Really quick, how do you mitigate that? What do you do?
He had a 30-minute bath. The problem was he managed to rub himself on the rug before that happened, so the rug is the issue.
Oh.
Yeah, these sort of old a wives' tale kind of thing is you bathe them in tomato juice. I don't know why that was.
Oh, yeah,
Tomato
we haven't-
juice. I remember that.
Yeah,
I think I'm just going to throw him in the dump. I think I'm just done with him.
Make him
Just
smell
kidding,
like-
everyone. I don't want letters. I love my dog very much. He's my best friend.
Nice. Yes.
All right,
Yes.
everybody.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you so much for
I
your
think
support.
we've covered it.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
We're
And
very
we will
happy to
keep
be
you
doing this,
updated
and we're
more
glad
on
that
the-
you've supported us.
Yeah, what Kevin said.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay.
So
All right.
long.
Peace.
More to come. Stay tuned.
Take care, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye. I don't want to be the last. Oh no! Oh no!